Welcome back to Good Morning, LaLa Land. I'm so excited to welcome a mutual friend of ours. She's a friend of Laurel House's, who's a friend of the Focus TV family, and she's a commander in the Navy.
Yes, sir.
Corinne Devin. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here, and it's great to be back in the United States. We truly live in an amazing country.
Yeah.
We really do. Welcome home. You know, I think your journey is so incredibly inspiring because not only are you a naval officer, you were the reigning Miss Earth? Like, what?
Yes, I know. I got into pageantry about 12 years ago as a complete dare from someone in my dental school who told me I couldn't do something. So that was all the motivation I needed to hear just to go out and conquer it.
What was that experience like for you? I mean, triple crown holder.
You know, in the military, we have a lot of camaraderie. We believe in doing good for something else with no expectation in return. And when I won my first pageant many years ago, when I went on deployment in Iraq, pageant girls were sending me care packages who barely knew me to me and my friends over on deployment. And to find that camaraderie, that friendship so quickly, I find it such a rare thing. And so when you find it, you never want to let it go.
Wow. You have an interesting bio, though. I mean, an orthodontist, a naval officer, and then a pageant. I mean, how did this all, it doesn't seem like it really goes together.
Incredible,
like,
yeah.
It's really
Well, I was born and raised in the Navy, so you could say I drink the Kool-Aid.
Okay, cool.
I was born overseas, and I've gone to about 50 countries, so it almost seems like something that's just part of what I do. But I always tell people that, you know, never let your passion or dream stop you from what you want to do. Just find a way to create it. Be innovative. And for me, pageants just kind of intertwined when I was in dental school. I was already on the path of becoming an orthodontist, and the Navy was generous to pay for it. And to do what I do, most people don't know about it. So pageants is a platform in order for me to broadcast it.
Fantastic. It's unbelievable when I think about your life. Commander in the Navy, naval officer,
Right.
orthodontist, Miss Earth. What dream are you birthing now?
Well, I would actually love to be on a TED Talk and go into motivational speaking and possibly doing some auctioneering for charities. So that's another passion project that I'm hoping to do. And it actually falls in line with a pageant that I'm looking to compete in August after my time with Miss Earth concludes.
So what would your TED Talk be? What is your overall message?
For one thing, I want to let people know that you don't have to follow the traditional pathway to get where you are. My background in college was communications. I thought I wanted to be here doing this for the rest of my life. And then I met a little 8-year-old girl that changed all of that. When I saw someone when I was working with my dad that had massive decay, and I thought, you know what, I can still go into dentistry, I can still be a public speaker, and it took me down a different path. So I would tell people, never let one person tell you no stop you from what you want to do. You will find a way.
I love that.
It's fantastic. So, who's been most inspirational in your life?
Oh my gosh, so many people. It's easy for me to say my parents, but if we exclude family, just because I think having a father, so also a commander in the Navy, that kind of puts a daunting role in some ways. Is I've had some good teachers that believed in me along the way. I struggled with test anxiety, and imagine you get into your dream school, you have a scholarship, and all of a sudden you have something that impacts you so hard, and you see letting go, and it's having that one person believe you, and then the next person and the next person. And so I'm all about paying it forward, because someone did that for me, and I would want to give everyone a chance to have what I have.
Wow. So what traits have you learned maybe in the Navy as a commander that have really impacted you and your success personally and professionally?
Being resilient, I would definitely say. Being incredibly flexible. Yes, we wake up at 4:30 in the morning every single day, and I feel that if you want something in life, you get up an hour early and you make that happen. You dedicate, whether it's an hour, whether it is an activity or something you want to focus on, you give it that dedicated time. Because in life, we all want 26 hours in a day and a 24-hour day, but you make time for things that are important, and you write it down, you look at it, it's something that you have in your focus, and that's what's going to help you be successful.
Love that.
What's been the greatest difficulty in your journey?
Greatest difficulty in
Getting up at 4:30 in the morning.
And sometimes it is. I will tell you right now, it definitely is, with it being a 9-hour time zone. Like jet lag is a for real thing. I mean, in Italy, it's 9 hours ahead. So yes. Gosh, you know, I think one of the things that I struggle is that sometimes people see me and they don't realize I'm a commander in the Navy. They don't expect, my colleagues call me Malibu Barbie, but I take that as a compliment because they don't know what's coming. But I think it's just judging people by the cover and not getting a chance to really get to know who they are and what they could bring. So that is something that I would say is something to struggle. And to get around it is look at it as a challenge. If you're an underdog, they don't see you coming, it actually gives you more motivation for them to actually get to know who you are and what you can bring to the table.
Well, watch out, here she comes. So tell people where they can follow your personal journey.
They can follow me on Instagram at Dr. Corinne Devin. Also, I have a YouTube channel, Dr. Corinne Devin, and as well as Facebook and LinkedIn. So that's all I have with the United States Navy, because I'm not here on them. I'm here on my own dime. But I always tell people, you know, if I can be a naval officer and an orthodontist, a beauty queen, you can too. And it could be any of your dreams. You can make it happen.
Fantastic.
Thank you,
So
Corinne.
inspiring.
Thank you
Corinne.
so much.
It's a
Stay
pleasure
tuned.
being
We're
here.
back with more on Good Morning La La Land.